Hey everyone, Ramel here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to migrate your data between two different Synology devices. I'm going to be moving my data from the DS918J to the DS918 Plus using Hyper Backup. This method requires that both devices are both turned on and connected to the same network, and you need to have twice the space available on the target device since it's going to create a backup and you're going to restore that on the device. The first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that both of your Synology devices are powered on and connected to the same network, and you're going to need to install Hyper Backup on both the source and the target, as well as Hyper Backup Vault on the target. To do this, all you have to do is go to Package Center and look for Hyper Backup and install it. It's the same on both devices since they're using the same DSM version. The UI might look slightly different, but they do function exactly the same. So I'm going to install it on the DS918 Plus as well, and all I have to do is search it and it should show up. As you can see, it was such a quick install on the DS918 Plus, but over on the DS212J, it's still slugging. It takes a long time. Both of these are going to be installed before Hyper Backup is. You're going to need to enable rsync on the target device, and this is what Hyper Backup is going to be using for the file transfers. To turn on rsync, all you have to do is go into the control panel, file services, and at the top you'll see rsync. Just go there and check off enable rsync. After rsync is enabled on the device, you're going to want to go to the source device and open up the Hyper Backup app. You're going to choose remote NAS device as the backup destination. For the IP address, you'll enter the IP address of your device, and after entering it, it should refresh and it'll show up in the drop-down with the device name. You are going to need to also enter the username and password of the admin account that you set up originally. And here I just left the default values for both the shared folder and the directory. On the next step, you can choose which folders that you want to back up. For me, I'm just going to be moving over my photos as well as some of my personal files, so I'm just going to select those two without choosing any of the other files. I also don't need any of these applications, so I'm just not gonna back them up. I left all of these settings as the default values since I'm probably only going to be running this once. I also unchecked the compression since I thought that it would make it run a little bit faster, and after starting the backup, it's really just a waiting game. The DS212J is really slow, so it took quite a while. It took about 3 days in total to complete the backup, and it was varying speeds between 2 megabytes to 8 megabytes per second, which is really slow for the 2 terabytes that I transferred. The good thing about this is that I didn't need to leave any computers on, it's just both of the NAS devices. I did have to restart the 212J a couple times during the backup process because every now and then I would notice that the speeds dropped to about 100 kilobytes per second and it wouldn't pick back up. I wasn't entirely sure what the problem was, but rebooting the device and resuming the backup made it go back to about 2 megabytes to 8 megabytes per second, and I did that a couple times over the course of the 3 days, but after that I was just happy it was over it because it was taking a long time and I didn't think that it would finish. I did sell the 212J, so I needed it done before I was gonna meet the person, and it did, so I have a little bit of cash now to spend on another video. So once the backup is complete, Hyper Backup will show that it was successful. And once you see this, then you can go to the destination device and also open up Hyper Backup. You can close the first pop-up, as you're going to want to go on the bottom here and click the restore data and choose restore from an existing repository and local folder and USB. This should have the correct folder selected already. If not, select it. I don't want to restore any of the system configurations, and here I just choose the folders that I want to restore, which are these two only. And once you're done, the restore should start. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's not going to take as long as the initial transfer. I did it overnight, and once I woke up, it was done. Once the restore is complete, you can delete the Hyper Backup file and free up some space on your device. And yeah, you should be able to use the device. Normally, you should see it as a shared folder, and if you connect to the NAS on your computer or your laptop, then it should be available there as well. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any questions or comments about the migration process or the DS918 Plus in general, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'm also not sure if I'm going to be doing a video next week since I'll be traveling to San Francisco, but if I do, it's going to be probably a vlog style of the trip or an office tour of what my setup looks like while I'm down there. But if you have any suggestions or ideas of what you want to see, feel free to leave them in the comment section below as well. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.